And we're going to be talking about relics today with our guest,
Monsignor James Campbell,
who joins us now. And Monsignor, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine, listening to what you do up in Boston.
Well, you know what? We try to do a lot up here, and we're glad that we're down in Buffalo. Tell us a little bit about how this all came to fruition.
Are you talking about my immediate possession of this reliquary?
Absolutely.
A nun, Sister Eva, called me. In fact, she called me twice to tell me about this relic that she had. Well, of course, we have many relics over here in the cathedral. So I kind of put her off until she insisted and brought it down and in the trunk of her car. Well, eventually it got to the point where I took it up to my office, set it against the wall, said goodbye to her, then came up to my office and I started to study it. And as soon as I saw what it was, I immediately called her on the telephone. I said, "Sister, do you know what you gave me? Do you want it back?" Anyway, then she told me the story. The story is that it originally hung. It was a gift from Pius IX to Bishop Timon, our first bishop, and he made many trips to Europe begging for money for the vestments, etc., etc. The windows that we have in the sanctuary came from Bavaria with King Ludwig. Again, he was a builder of this cathedral. He died in 1867, but the gift is supposed to be from Pius IX, but we have no documentation of it here. All we have is the reliquary. So I looked at it, and then we started to look closely at it and decided that this had to be put back where it was originally, someplace in the cathedral, and that we don't know. We don't know where it hung. But when Bishop Colton, our fourth bishop, decided to build a new cathedral, he took some of the things that had been prominent here in the cathedral to the new site. But he wasn't quite finished with his cathedral building, so he put it in the hands of the Sisters of St. Joseph for their edification, their meditation, etc. Again, a temporary gift, but they've had it since he built. Unfortunately, he died before it could be installed in the new cathedral. So here it is in a storage room, eventually, and that's where it came from, back here to its place.
And you're the rector of the cathedral, so this is your responsibility, Monsignor, to be sure that it is placed in the proper place. Could you help us out, though? I started to talk about the relic of the True Cross next to me. Now, first of all, could you tell us why relics are important to us? Because these are first-class relics. And also, could you say a little bit about why there are 365? Because I have a funny feeling I know why.
Calendar of the church. And these are the relics that are present to all of us who celebrate throughout the year on particular days. For instance, today, St. Clement, the fourth bishop of Rome, his relic is here on that calendar. But there is no Teresa because the thing was created, it was embroidered, it was built before St. Teresa was raised to sainthood. So there's going to be some changes, but at the time, it represented the entire calendar of the Church of Rome from the time of St. Peter, in fact, from the time of Christ, because incorporated in it, we think, is a relic of the True Cross. And what signifies all of that is there were five wax seals on the back of this, and they're inscribed with what I think is the seal of the Holy Father. So, but we don't have any written documentation of it, which is unusual. Now, we've studied everything we could think of here, and the next step is to go to Rome and see if they have any documentation, and they might.
So tell us about that a little bit, about studying it. That must be so exciting, Monsignor, now you have this, and there's so many different components of it. It must be just great and exciting every time you make a new discovery.
Well, again, what we're trying to do is to create, because it's you've got an image of it, I think. The names on it, it's all embroidered. The names on them are the saints that the relic is to represent, and on the day it's to be represented. So what we're trying to do is enlarge those pictures so that we can publish those near the relics so people can look and see actually the date that these relics pertain to.
Monsignor, this is Father Reed. You know, we have a great affection for the diocese, the people of Buffalo. Bishop Malone is a great friend to Catholic TV. He's done a number of series for us. He's originally a Boston priest, as you know. We're honored to air the fine productions of Daybreak TV. Now, if people go to Buffalo, can they come and visit your beautiful cathedral? Will you let them in?
Well, again, yes, we do. We open up at 7 a.m. and close about 4 p.m. in the afternoon, and it's open all the time. So the new reliquary, or the old reliquary, is now mounted in the Lady Chapel in a very prominent place. It has lighting, but it has security also. We were very careful about that because it's a piece of artwork besides all the spiritual background that it represents.
It must just feel great, though, knowing that now you have this piece of art and that it can be shared with so many people. Congratulations. That's a great gift.
It is a great gift, and every time I look at it, I know what God has given us here back, really. It's been returned to what Bishop Timon must have originally placed it, someplace in the cathedral.
Can't wait to come and visit.
Well, Monsignor, thank you so much for sharing this with us. And as we say, we're big fans of Buffalo, so it's always great to talk to someone from that area. Have a great day, and again, congratulations.
Congratulations to you on what you do.
Thank you.
Thanks, Monsignor. God bless.